You need to get your priorities straight, man. You got one life, bro, and you can lose in a blink of an eye. You know that? Why are you on the game? You don't have time for the game, bro. There's a whole world out there, and it needs to be discovered. Do you understand that? Your time is now. There's no such thing as being too young, being too old. Freaking KFC, the owner, he was like 60 when he opened his business. He's now like a multi-millionaire. The freaking disciples, they were teenagers. It's never too late. It's never too early. If you want to go and chase your dream, bro. At least try to. At least educate yourself on how to do it once you're actually old enough. And like, if you were like under 18 or something, and you can't go and physically do something, then I understand. But if there's a way around it, then do it. Cause I did it. I opened up a business when I was 14. Do you understand that? I opened up a business when I was 14. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? So recognize that. Realize it's never too early, it's never too late. Okay? And just stop giving yourself these excuses. Because you're only going to run in circles. You just keep lying to yourself. You might not know what to do. You might be in a pickle. And you know, sometimes God does want you to stand still. And you got to ask yourself, is that really me, or am I making excuses? Because there's always something you can do. You know? God will help you. But you have to pull your weight too. He's not just going to hand you everything. You need to have the character. You need to know how to do some things. You need to educate yourself. But this world, it needs more disciplined people. Because there's a lot of these people nowadays, they're weak. They're mentally weak. They can't deal with the struggle. They give up too easily. They're not competitive. They're soft. Is that you? And it might be you. But that's okay. And that's okay. Because you could turn that around. Now, how? You might be saying like, bro, I don't have enough time. Make time, bro. Sometimes you be doing tedious stuff that doesn't even matter. The question is, are you doing that? Because you might be. If I were you, write down a schedule. Just one day. When you're bored, write down like, what do you do all day? Write it down. Realize this stuff should be taking way less time than it needs to. The reason why you've been taking so much time is because you're on your phone. You're wasting time. So how do you fix that? Fix it. It's that simple. I'm not gonna make that face ever again. Like, what the freak? I'm bugging, bro. Anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm fasting from social media. You know, you're like, so fasting from social media. You're posting right now. What are you talking about? Like, I can't watch anything on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube on my phone. I'm basically fasting from my phone. No video games on my phone. Nothing on my phone. Okay? It's going to help me to be more in the moment, lower my dopamine, so that I can be more in control of my daily life. Because you got to make sacrifices if you want to make big achievements. You got to make sacrifices. Because everything has its price. Everything has its price. Now, it's that time, hard work, sacrificing a limb. If you want it, go and get it. Figure out a plan and get it. Write down your goal. Now write down your steps. Write down mini goals. And then write down your steps on day to day on how to meet those mini goals. And after time, you're gonna realize you did it all. You did it. And you're just on a grind. You're just moving, cruising. But the only way you can get there is if you start. So start. Start. Try to constantly improve yourself. Because there's always something you can do better. Stop comparing yourself. Focus on yourself. Find ways to improve. Brainstorm. Think. Write it down. Execute. When you are going down a hole and you feel like you don't know how to do it, if you can't do it, say to yourself, I can, I will, I must. Repeat to yourself over and over again, bro. I also like to do when I get in the morning, because sometimes, it's hard to get out of bed. I tell myself, do it now, do it now, do it now. I repeat it over and do it now, do it now, do it now. Sounds crazy. Until I actually did it, and it actually does work. It actually does work. Like, if you just say it, your whole body just does it, bro. It's bananas. I saw on, like, some genius. He was teaching about success. If you want something, go and get it, bro. Get off the couch. Do a checklist every day. Find out your goals. Find out your mini goals. Write a checklist. And just execute, man. Because once you get it, you're going to get that dopamine rush that you've been longing for those video games. It's going to be more sweet than those video games. Than that addiction. Now, it's waiting on you. Realize that you don't know when your last day is. And you get one life. You maybe live 60 years. Depending on how old you are, you have about 40, 50, 30. It's not that long when you think of it that way. And once you die, you're either going to be forgotten or remembered. You choose. When you come home from work, don't be surprised when your kids say, Mommy, why are we living in this shack? Mommy, why do I only have to eat this loaf of bread? Oh, honey, it's because your dad didn't work for it. Oh, honey, don't think of that right now. It's okay. You want your family to respect you, then you need to respect yourself. If you want your family to respect you, respect yourself. I hope this helped. Follow for more.